Welcome back to the Against the Family podcast. Been a while, I know. I did not take another hiatus. In fact, it's just been hard. It's just been hard. I'm fucking with you. It hasn't been hard. I'm just a lazy ass. Oh man. Sorry guys. I've just been. It's just my laziness. The reason why I haven't added to this because I couldn't make excuses saying, oh, I couldn't find a guest, which has been hard, but, considering that my last two episodes, I think, have been just me talking to myself, I don't think I have an excuse for it. Anyways, I'm back. Finally, not like nobody was waiting. I probably lose a lot of people's interest when I do this, when I don't drop for, it's like, oh shit, hold on, my stomach's acting up. Oh boy. Oh man, let's all get through this. I don't even have a time limit for this, but all right. What was I talking about? Only 1 minute, 20 seconds in, and I already lost my train of thought. Jesus. But yeah, I feel like I lose people's interest the more I wait, and because most people in my age. Wait, hold on, I gotta speak better. Age range, age. I really gotta enunciate these because I'm trying to not have a shit mouth like I've had for the rest of my fucking life. Age range, youth. Here's one thing I struggle with where I work at. Youth, small. Yeah, youth. I need a size of youth small. Youth small. This ain't a test, by the way. Yeah, I have a. If y'all haven't noticed, I have a fucking speech impediment, and I don't know what it's attributed to, but my guess is story time. Another story time. Let's. All right. So I think I was probably like 3 or 4 years old, and this is back when my parents gave a fuck about me. So basically, the way it was explained to me, because I can't remember, is that my parents one time heard me do a loud, quick scream or something like that. And when they came in my I think it was at night, they came in my room and saw that my face was frozen. It's some type of my face was just stuck, and I don't think I was responding. And what they said was is that I had a stroke. Basically, 3 years old, I had a fucking stroke. Like, thinking about that, man, it makes me think, how am I gonna live past 50? My dad is when most of my family, long line of health problems. We don't make past shit. I had family die in their 30s. It's just they don't make it to the 60 because their hearts just stop. It's like you ever try drive think about it. You're driving a car and you say, you know what? Let's take a road trip. It could be just 1 hour away, and just think about it. This car could cut off any minute. That's how scary it is. But anyways, back to the stroke. I was all stroked out. I had a stroke, and I think I was 3 years old, and I think it might have been a febrile stroke, as it was explained to me. You have you're a little kid, you have a fever, and you just snap or something like that. Anyways, this is since I was 3 years old. This was around the time I was starting to talk. So as it was explained, yeah, they never went really into too much detail into me, but now the older I get, I started looking back. Hmm. I think now that I think about it, I can't feel the far back of my tongue. And not only that, I used to talk in all through elementary school. For 3 years of elementary, I used to talk like this, and it was It was because I lost my two front teeth. And like as my when my teeth grew back, I just kept talking like that for like another 2 years. So it took like 3 years for people to like we were sitting in the lunch table just roasting each other, and they telling like, why you keep talking like that? Just like and they were and they weren't like really mean about it. They actually got concerned because they started teaching like, look, Z, tss, tss, and keep your tongue inside your teeth. Go tss, tss, tss. Like it took a while, man. It took me a long time to learn how to speak again, like properly. But after I got that down, like in my middle school years and like early high school years, I realized I have a slur. As my voice was changing, I realized I have a fucking slur. Like I seem to skip some letters when I'm talking. I was like, it's kind of like 50 Cent, like 50 Cent slur. Like only difference is 50 Cent got shot in the fucking face. I just had a stroke when I was 2 years old, and never learned how to talk properly. Anyways, so yeah, so I was really insecure about that for a long time. Not so much insecure, but like it became a hassle when I catch myself, and like it was even if no one was around, it was like awkward to myself. Like just thinking like, holy shit, I can't really talk. Like and like it was like it just bothered me, just really bothered me. And like I don't give a fuck if like I don't give a fuck what other people think. I was like, if I hear myself speak, this this could really be something have to address just for me. Just so what I started doing is like this was around the time I was listening to a lot of rap music, which I still do. Like I listen to Kendrick Lamar, Nas, and I would memorize some verses they spit. And I think it was Kendrick Lamar's verse on the what's it called, on Goosebumps with Travis Scott, basically, or J Cole or Nas, like what's that? It's from I think is it Nas is like or I am not Nas is like. The opening line to Nas is like, freedom of jail, clips inserted, a baby's being born, same time a man is murdered, the beginning and end. As far as rap goes, only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name. So basically, I used to rap over lines, memorize verses, and rap and like kind of karaoke my way, not even karaoke or sing along with them, if that makes sense. Just to see if I can like keep up, and like it was tough, but like the more like it was like the easiest and I'd say the most fun way I could practice. I wouldn't be like the especially Kendrick Lamar, the way who is probably by all means the goat in my opinion. He's just the greatest to ever do it. He already surpassed that. Oh man, I'm super excited for the next album to drop. Super. I'm just my heart is just pounding. Think about like when you see that black square with the Roman numeral 5 in the center of it. Hard part 5, like because every time he drops something, it's he drops a different part of the heart, and like I'm just patiently waiting. But yeah, I think the verse from Goosebumps is like, Mama dear, spare your feelings. I'm reliving moments, feeling more residual. I can bind the building, burn the building, take your bitch, rebuild the building just to fuck some more. I can justify my love for you. Got to stop the bang war. And so I would like, and that took practice because like it's like when you're walking, like imagine like every third step you just drag your foot. That's basically how it felt like when I how I used to talk. Like uh I could be like trying like if by the time I put a sentence together, like something like that. By the time I put a sentence together, basically I sounded like a clean version of a song. of an explicit song. You ever hear that on the radio or on the or where out or like a retail store? There's a song. It gets to a part where it gets to a cuss word or something that were really uh, and it sounds like it's not like muted. It doesn't go mute. It doesn't. There's not even that reality TV beep where it's censored. It's censored by like there's a it goes they scratch basically. So it basically sends like they're like not mumbling, but it's just gibberish where they cursed. Anyways, enough of that. So yeah, apologize for being lazy. I actually started try. Here I go again. I actually started to read again. And man, I'm not a reader. I don't like just the idea of books just bothers me. But I realize how unhealthy it is for me to just be staring at my phone. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance. Plus, I hear like here's how fucked up it is to get me to start reading. I have to. It has to be some horrible, just something awful about the book for me to like be intrigued in any way of it. Like I looked up because I'm addicted to top 10 lists, and there's these top 10 lists that I will watch on YouTube, and was like, and they'll be like top 10 controversial books, top 10 books banned in the United States or banned in other countries, or top 10 books that inspired murder or whatever. And it has to be something that fucked up to get me to be even remotely think about picking up a book. Like for instance, like number 1 of these lists usually is The Catcher in the Rye, which I bought. Like I was like, you know what? Inspired like the dude who killed John Lennon. I was like, holy shit, you know what? Should I buy the book? Because I'm not. I don't think I can. Yeah, guys, I don't think I can like mentally grasp. I don't do. I don't start drinking for that reason, because once I get I start drinking, then you find me in an alley stomping the fuck out some homeless dude, or yeah, it's a slippery slope. I don't know if you want me to do that, but nah, I did it anyways. So I ordered the book. I got halfway done with it. It was just a letdown. Look, this is number 1 book, most one of the most controversial novels of all time. I'm like waiting for violence, vulgarity. Does he kill a prostitute at some point? Holden Caulfield, one of the most prolific characters in all of literature. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna beat the out of an old man with a bat? Is he gonna is it gonna go into detail about how he picked up a hooker or something? No. Turns out he's just dancing. It's just a story of some kid who went to boarding school, just walked out. And I haven't read the whole thing. I'll give it a chance, but so far it's just been a letdown. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for prostitute sex, violence. Some dude gets stabbed in the neck and like he left out the bleed, all being described so I could picture in my head because there's no pictures in the book. No, turns out he's just dancing with some girl. He goes, the closest time we got close to neck. And this is an actual part of the book. He tries to describe his, his I don't know, like this girl he knew growing up, and he was like, the closest time we got to necking was we were playing checkers in her front porch. Then this booze bag, who her mom married, comes out asking, "Where the fuck is the da 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 da?" And I'm like, and I just see her, Jane something, Jane McCulley, I think that's her name, McLaughlin. I got the book in front of me, but I'm not gonna open it up. Jane's. I saw Jane just ignore him, and I'm staring at the chess pieces. She refused to move the her kings from the back or whatever. I don't know how to play chess. But Holden Caulfield does, so he describes it way better than I do. And I see a teardrop just hit the chessboard on one of the red squares. If you think I'm bullshitting you, go to chapter 11. This is actually in the book. And so he Boo's bag goes back into the house, and I see the teardrop, and Jane's just rubbing it all over the board, which kind of bugged me. And I sat next to her, and I'm not kidding, but y'all, this is literally written up. I'm paraphrasing, by the way, and I think it's a lot long. What I'm doing is a lot longer than what it says in the book, but so I sat next to her, and just started kissing her all over, in the nose, the forehead, the ear. I never went to her mouth because for some reason she didn't let me close there. Anyways, she was another time. And this is my Clint Eastwood voice, and next time he she did something to me one time that no other girl I knew would do. She put her hand in my neck. I'm not bullshitting you. This is in the book. I should repeat it because it sounds like a bit I'm doing, and I'm not joking. This is actually. And he put her hand on my neck. What kind of 15-year-old girl puts her hand on my mother, my grandmothers do that. Not no adolescent teenage girls. She put her hand on the back of my neck. I'm gonna stop there, but basically, that's that's as far as that's as far as I got. I'm gonna continue reading, but other than that, oh, here's another book I got. I got Hope Never Dies. It's basically if President Obama and President Joe Biden we're a fucking mystery team, and I have not started the book yet. It's basically, I'm serious. It's like Hope Never Dies, and I've been hanging out at Barnes and Noble lately, mainly to meet women, but mainly, and I've found this book that was like takes place like after the 2016 presidential election. It's basically Joe Biden trying to figure out to solve a mystery of a friend's death. That's basically what it is. And I was like really, this book really exists? I mean, anyways, there's no interesting end to the story, anyways. But me enjoying retirement as the school season starts, football starting back up. Third year. It's been 3 years since I last played already. We're about to be 3 years, like towards the end of the year. And I haven't played since my senior year, which was the fall of 2018. 2021's coming. Fall is about to kick off. And I'm still here, stranded in Brenham, outside of Belen College, and working in a sporting goods store. It just breaks. Like, I think what prepared me for it was being out of the game for too long, while still hoping to have a chance to get back in. Like, that's what I was hoping for. Just find a way to play again, and it never manifested. It never, like, and I think had it been right after I got out of high school, I would have like been more emotional about it. But like, since it's been like so long since I last played, and I was able to dabble in other things, my stand up, this podcast, and playing guitar. Excuse me, I'm playing guitar. Because I was able to, which I haven't picked up my guitar in so long either. Oh my god. But yeah, it like hope just went out. Like I was no longer. That's all I was, just hopeful. With no opportunity to play. Like I was like, there's no way, there's no use in pursuing this anymore. I just had to let go. And with that, uh, I was able to like. I still gotta focus on. I want to focus on other things because I need to fill in that void of what it was to like get on the field, work on my routes, or get some footwork done. Uh, find force myself in a weight room that made no sense to be forcing myself into. So I've been watching I've been watching soccer again. Yep. Oh man. I mean it's just it's just bugging me. Uh and like I don't expect anyone here and like listen to this be any what's so interesting in soccer whatsoever, which it makes no sense. Like the only reason I love soccer as much as I do is because I can't watch basketball or baseball. Baseball I can't watch because it's boring. The sport just stinks in and of itself. It's just horrible. The only time I can enjoy watching a baseball game is when you go to the game live. And when I go to a game like an Astros game, which has been a really long time, it's I go there for the $1 hot dogs, the possibility of catching a foul ball, or just the atmosphere. That's it. But I basically go to Minute Maid Park. Going to Minute Maid Park is just like a what's it called, 4 hour resort. That's basically all baseball is to me. Other than that, like I have no interest in the game whatsoever. It fucking stinks just to watch. Oh my, like not as much as golf, I'll give it that, but like it's just a whole lot of nothing. Season's too fucking long. 10,000 games. Oh man, the Yankees are like, if the Yankees are doing bad, the Yankees are 79 and 78. It was like, what? Shut the fuck up. Damn. Who gives a fuck? There's football going on. It's just preseason. That's how entertaining football is. In preseason, you see the twos and threes, and it's just like, and it's still exciting to watch. Basketball, I can't watch for different reasons. I probably would enjoy it, and like I know what's going on. Like I'm like an outsider when it comes to it. I give kind of figure out what's going on in the league with all the players and whatnot. Russell Westbrook getting traded to the Lakers. But like one reason I can't watch basketball is because the fucking fans. It's just people miserable. Just miserable because they always, not one fan just enjoys it. They allow their misery to take over. You know how they allow their misery to take over? They talk about how much the players they don't like, more than, who gives a fuck about the players you don't like? Go fuck yourself. Oh God, that's just bitching and moaning and complaining like, hello, like there is no reason you can hate anybody. There is no reason you should be able to have that much resentment over a guy you should not give a fuck about. Look, that's why I love football and why I love soccer. You hate, like the fans clearly hate a player if he did something to the team. Like, I remember when 2010, after Mexico got eliminated by Argentina, that I hated Argentina for a few years. Like it took me years to get over that loss because they scored like an offside goal that should have been called offsides but wasn't, and for that reason I hated Argentina for like a couple years. After that, I hated 2014, the World Cup. I hated the Netherlands. I fucking hated them, and I still kind of do. but we haven't played them again. Uh, 2018. Who did we like? I don't think I hated anyone in 2018 because we kind of because when Mexico lost, they was kind of attributed to themselves. I was happy though when they beat Germany on the first game. Super happy. I was excited, but yeah, that's what it took. That's what it takes to crush your hopes and dreams of your country going to advancing in the World Cup. It was the last of 16. The round of 16, like it's like the not like right before the quarterfinals, or I don't know what to call. Basically, Mexico has this curse that is called quinto partido, which is fifth game. We can't get past the fifth game, go on to the fifth game for some reason. Whether it be bad luck or we play, but that's what it takes for a fan to despise you. You have to crush their hopes and dreams. You have no reason to fucking hate LeBron unless he eliminates you from the at least the conference finals. Conference, maybe the conference semifinals. But if he gets poked in the eye and like is on the ground trying to like I don't know what he is, which I do not stand for flopping. I hate flopping. Like in soccer, flopping is horrible because like why are you pretending to be hurt? You don't get bonus points for that. All you have to do is stumble, fall to the ground, get back up. You don't get bonus points. You don't get extra sympathy or a yellow or red card to the other team for being hurt. Get up, stand. Like that's why I want to start playing soccer again, just so I could shoulder the fuck out of people. Really, and I'm watching YouTube videos of fights in soccer. They're like these mother. And I think it's more attributed to the high stakes of the game. Like they know if if I strike like because the way it works in soccer, if you get a red card, which basically means you like is like the flagrant two or yeah, it's like a flagrant two. If you get a red card, you automatically get suspended from the next game of a tournament or the next game your team plays. So that's why, like, if you're in the World Cup semifinal and you get a red card, it's devastating because if your team goes on, you're not going to be able to play, which is more heartbreaking than like than an injury, because if you're injured, you probably have hope of coming back and at least be 80% and ready to go for the next game. But like if you get a red card, you're out. You're out for the next game. Like imagine if you get a flagrant two in like this in the conference finals, game 7, you get a flagrant two and you're not allowed to play in the finals if your team makes it. Like I don't watch basketball enough to know if that's how it works, but if it does, correct me on it. But who knows? But yeah, like so that's the stakes of it. So I guess when players are flopping is because pretending to be hurt. They think if like they won't want to risk. I thought about this the other day. I forgot like how it went because they know if you I guess it's just me. I got developed more violent tendencies because I would not hold back. Like if I start playing soccer again, I'm gonna get into a fight. Like and not playing just because of the the you know just because of the how soft the sport is. Like I'm gonna just be a little bit over aggressive if I get my groove back. And I was like, all right, I ain't the one. And like go ahead, like go ahead, fall to the ground after I push you. That's not where if you fall to the ground, I'm talking out my ass right now, but anyways. So yeah, that's mainly why I can't watch anymore. And yeah, I'm gassed out. There's enough to talk. Like I guess that'll wrap it up for the day. Uh, I'll try to get back on here. See when. I'm gonna be at today's Tuesday. Every Wednesday night is open mic night at the at Third Floor Cantina in Bryan, Texas. Uh I wasn't this past Sunday, but like every Sunday, it's every Sunday night at Liberty Station downtown Houston. That's where I'm gonna be at. I'll try to get a guest on here as soon as possible. Uh, I'm getting kind of sick of the Zoom meetings, even though that's kind of losing its flair. Because I like to talk, I like to talk shit to people. That's another thing. I like to. That's my favorite thing. I like to talk shit, but my problem is that I don't talk. How you say? I don't talk shit people behind their back because that would be wrong. I like to. There's so many people I would like to meet face to face just so I could say what I want to them. Like like I fucking this is like as an example, like I fucking hate Kanye. I fucking hate Kanye for what he's done, and I want to meet him because I know if I meet him, I was like he's probably a nice guy. He's probably easy to talk to, but because I only hate him, not really hate him, but I dislike him as much as a guy who never met him could dislike him. With this horse shit, I just get tired of his horse shit. And that's like how it is with most people. Like, I get tired with their bullshit, and the bullshit I experienced is before I met them. That's why if I meet people and I'm one of those guys, like, once you get to know him, look, no, because once you get to know me, it's I don't even know how to explain it. I think I've said it before. I like to talk my shit in front of people. If I have something to say, I'll say it to you, and which is another thing I'll get mad at because I learn about people. There's no communication. Like I learned about what people think about me secondhand, whether it be not just out on the streets, like at work, at school, and that's like I know what it's like to be my dad now, because like growing up, I never told my dad anything. Like any problems I had, I always went to my mom, and like I assume my mom will tell him, and that's one of my dad's biggest pet peeves, that I will not tell him any problems I have. But and like now I understand it, because when you receive stuff, like when you receive feedback, positive or negative, which doesn't matter, like just say something to me. Like I got mad at I won't really get into detail. Like my boss will chew me out, but like it'll be a situation like this. Like I'll get in trouble. Last Sunday, you did X, Y, and Z. You shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. You should do A, B, C. You're this other person told me you were doing X, Y, and Z. You don't do X, Y, and Z. I was like, Sunday, I was working with this person. This was a week ago. Why didn't this person tell me to do X, Y, and Z back when I was doing X, Y, and Z? I might have been doing X, Y, and Z. Like this, y'all might have lost track, but fuck it. You were moping around last week. You shouldn't be moping around like that. All right, you were there. The person who told you I was moping was there too. Why didn't you tell me I'm moping around then and there, so I could stop moping around? Just stop. Tell it to me right there. Did you do this to so and so? Like, yeah, a couple of days ago. Yeah, why? Like, you shouldn't do that. Apologize to so and so right now. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, really? You were gonna so you're mad at me for however many days because you couldn't tell me then and there? You just you're a phony. That's just phony behavior. You're not really mad. You just anyway. I'm getting irritated about this right now. Need time to calm down. But yeah, I'm gonna go and wrap this up. And one last thing before I wrap it up. I think I've made this past week. I've made more people dislike me than any week in my life. It's just a bunch of people who hate my guts now. I'm not gonna say I make enemies because I don't think it's that deep, but it's just I know I gotta be a professional bridge burner, and life is short. Life is unpredictable. I drive around a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna get T-boned and flipped over and my car's gonna explode tomorrow, but I just don't want to die before I break my foot in someone's ass. That's all I want to do. Just establish myself. I don't want to die before I put my foot in somebody's ass. Just so people could get the sense of what I was really about. My whole life I've been a pushover of some sorts. Like I've been a pushover. I've been bullied, and I'm one of those dudes that always let it happen, and I kept a straight face, and I acted as though everything was all right. And like this past year, it was me trying to break that mold, break the walls that were like put around me, and like not. I don't really want to get too deep into this. This ain't Oprah, this ain't Dr. Phil, but I just want to. That's all I want, just to establish what I'm really about. I want to be a man before I leave this earth. I want to be the man I envision myself to be. And with that comes, I want to break my foot in someone's ass, just to just to establish myself as that. And yeah, maybe I'll live a long life to 80 something or whatever, but who never knows? Like Marlo, who I had on here, like we all gonna die anyway. Like, and he only uses that excuse when he's talking about when he smokes. But hey, we all gonna die anyways. So what's the point? All right. I think I'll cut it off right here. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all stay tuned.